Alrighty, so we got the transmission back in one piece there, ready to go, back to Rancho. And Andrew said that they're going to ship the new one here soon, or it's already shipped. I really didn't understand what she was saying. So I guess we'll figure out what to do with this one in the next day or two anyway. And got the bus inside here. So got some stuff moved around today, got the shop organized a little bit. And tomorrow we'll get on this and do some body work. I didn't want to do greasy and mechanical work the same day, so got the tranny sorted out today, and we'll knock that out tomorrow. Get some stuff going on that, maybe some primer on it, and start breaking down the front end and stuff like that. So that's what's going on here. Not a whole lot, but I'd show that. Did work on that today. Got some stuff going. And now I'm gonna go for a ride. So it's ride time. So some of you guys know I bought a new car, or a used car. I didn't buy a new car, I bought a used one. And we'll take a little walk around, check it out, and then we'll go for a little ride. So don't hate too bad. I know a lot of my friends told me not to buy this car because they have some issues, and it's not air cooled. So it's got all the bad things going for it. I always wanted a 911. This is the one that I can afford. You know, these are the ones that people don't want. And the issues that it has, I was able to fix myself. So I have some tranny issues with the bearings in the tranny. I can deal with that myself. They have an IMS bearing on the engine that is part of the balance shaft system on these variable cam motors that people don't like. And again, I can deal with that. And I love the car. I put about, I don't know, I put 4,200 miles on it on the road trip with no problems. And got 26 miles to the gallon, and it's really fun to drive. So here it is. We'll do a little quick walk around. And I know some of you guys will hate on me, but anyway, here it is. And this is just what I like. So, but it's a pretty cool ride. And it's probably locked. Nope, it's not locked. It's pretty nice inside. Slightly used. Picked it up from a doctor that didn't need it anymore, and he got a new one, and I got his old one. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And I know there's better ones, and I like all of them. You know, I'd love to pick an air-cooled one up, but I just don't have that kind of cash. But if one fell in my lap, I'd definitely be a candidate to buy it. I could see myself collecting a couple of these and thinning the cars out that I have already, just because the car is multi-purpose and does a lot of things. Still have the Mustang over here. It needs fuel pump and some other things, you know. I'm gonna work on that. We're gonna paint that, and we're gonna flip this, and we're gonna flip the bus over there on the other side of the house. We gotta do some work on that. Then after we flip those two cars, we might go down to the dealership and buy a newer car. So that's my plan anyway. I want to get rid of some of this stuff and consolidate and possibly upgrade a little bit more. Was thinking about selling the drag car, but it's real hard to sell something like this. So probably end up recycling some of this. I don't know. I really wanted my son to drive it, but he's not down with it. So we'll probably end up taking that motor out and maybe consolidating it and reconfiguring it and put it in the bus or some sort of Beetle. I'd like to find a Beetle eventually too that I can stuff some power into that I could drive on the street. A swing axle car would be preferably for me. I have the 73, but you run into issues when you start adding a lot of power with a IRS. And I'm sure if Noel sees this, he's going to remind me that the new Pro Mod car is an IRS. But anyway, there's inherent issues that you can't build a chassis car that you run into. So maybe a swing axle car in the future, maybe nothing in the future. Just empty the garage out and make it a little cleaner. Still got the Nova over there. I'd like to finish that too. But I just got to find the motivation. Right now I'm going to finish this bus, and then we'll see what it leads to when that leads and or leaves, and we have a little more room in the shop, and we're not obligated to work on something. So that's coming to an end, and then we'll be able to focus more on the I guess the Novas will be the primary focus here when the bus leaves, and we'll do the other stuff as filler work, such as the fuel pump and rehabbing my bus that got wrecked. So alright guys, let me get the car warmed up. I'll take you guys with me and we'll go for a little ride, and we'll splice this together. A little ride in the old car here. Oh wait, there's more. Woohoo! I figured we'd stop by Mexico, you know, and make a road trip there while we were close to it. Anyway, still in the back roads of Mexico, making a little pass there. That's why I love this car. It's just super fun to drive. I mean, how many cars can you drive with 100,000 miles that'll buzz 8,000 RPM? Gotta love it. Well, so anyway, we're back here on the back roads, still flogging it, heading out to Flagler County. I'm gonna do a little 100-mile trip here, but I need to get around this car or the trip's gonna be no fun. So oh, that noise is addicting, man. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but I heard it all the way to Kansas City. It kept me awake for 19 hours on the way home. I drove straight through on the way back. Love the 6-speed. Definitely not riding in the bus anymore. This thing will get down the road for sure. Hopefully that's not too shaky cam for you there. But not much back here. We're on the old back roads, as they call it, or Mexico, however you like to say. But a little pre-dinner ride. Mama was working on some French onion soup when I left. Maybe it'll be ready when we get back, I don't know. And hopefully the camera is not too damn shaky the way I have it set up on this camera stand. But not a lot of drama. I had a really good trip, and like I said, I'm looking forward to maybe getting a little bit newer Porsche. Might trade this one in. I might keep this one and just buy the other one. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really need a whole lot of cars with this. It sort of takes care of all the itches with one. But I'm thinking about getting something a little bit newer just for the dependability. And you know, if I can sell this one for what I paid for it, that would be good. If I can, I'll just keep it because I love the car. It's a great car. I just was talking with one of the Porsche dealers before I picked this one up, and they were sort of hunting a car for me, and they found another one, and it's a little bit newer, and it's a 2010. And we talked about the IMS bearing issue with the 996 and some of the Boxsters. There is a fix for it. There's a couple different companies that make a ceramic ball bearing that's a direct lube type deal, and it's supposed to be a pretty good fix. This car had every service history, all of it was available, and it had all been serviced at the dealership, so that was a plus for me. And it's never showed any sign of an IMS problem or
anything like that. It does have a bad bearing in the tranny. They use a sealed bearing in there, and it's making a little bit of noise. I actually drained the Porsche fluid out, put some Royal Purple in there, and it quieted it down quite a bit. So, you know, I'll fix that problem when it raises its head. Like I said, we ordered a lift. I don't know if I told you that. I ordered a lift so I can work on them, get them up in the air, and you know, the motors come out from underneath, so I had to be able to service the car. And one trip to the dealership could cost what the lift cost, so I figured the lift was a good investment. And yeah, so I worked at a shop for quite a while where we worked on, you know, a lot of 911s and stuff, a lot of the air-cooled stuff. Unfortunately, you know, I wasn't financially able to purchase any of those cars before they went through the roof as far as value. And I wouldn't be surprised that if 20, 30 years from now, when all the air-cooled cars are gone and people still want to drive one of these will become, you know, if not valuable, what they're actually worth. They're way undervalued right now. You can pick a 996 up with some issues, not necessarily a 911, but a Boxster. You can get them for in the $5,000 range. You can pick one of these cars up for way under 20 if you're willing to do the work on them. And if I'm going to work on something, then, you know, might as well be something that I can drive and enjoy. Here's a guy enjoying his tractor. Let's go around him. I think our turn's coming up here, so I don't need to get too carried away. Anyway, I think he'd be mowing some grass, you know, while he was right there. We'll take this over. I think this will take us out to, where are we going? Palatka. That's where we should end up, Palatka, Florida. And then we'll head back to D-Land. But, yeah, I've never owned a car that I was able to drive for 19 hours. And this one was able to make the road trip no problem. And, whoa. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut that down because the sun is awful in your face. And we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Oh, yeah. I can't see much, so until the next time. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you absolutely hated the video, don't forget your mother liked it.